I lost $4,000 in 11 minutes. Not because the market was against me, not because of some crazy news event, not because my strategy stopped working. I lost it because 20 minutes earlier, I'd lost a trade, a small one, a normal one, the kind of loss that happens to every trader on Earth. And instead of closing my laptop and walking away, I did what I'd done 100 times before. I got even, or at least I tried to. If you've ever taken a loss and immediately jumped back into the market to win it back, bigger size, no plan, jaw clenched, heart pounding, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're still doing it, I need you to watch this whole video, because this is the thing that was quietly destroying my account long before I ever admitted it out loud. This is the story of how revenge trading nearly ended my trading career and the exact system I built to stop it. Not manage it, not reduce it, stop it. Permanently. Let's get into it. Part 1. The rock bottom moment. I want to take you back to the trade that changed everything for me. It was a Tuesday. Nothing special about the day. I'd had a decent morning, up a little, nothing dramatic. Then I took a setup I'd taken 100 times before. Good risk-reward, clean structure, everything by the book. It failed. Stopped out. A totally normal, totally acceptable loss. But here's the thing about revenge trading. It was never really about the loss itself. It was about what happened in my head in the 60 seconds after that loss. There's this specific feeling. Some traders call it getting hot. Your face literally feels warm. Your thoughts start moving fast, and underneath all of it is one loud, insistent voice saying, "That wasn't supposed to happen. The market owes me. I need to fix this right now." So what did I do? I didn't wait. I didn't journal it. I didn't even finish my coffee. I opened a new position, bigger than the last one because some part of my brain had decided that if I made this next trade larger, I could erase the previous loss in a single move instead of clawing back slowly. That trade lost too. Now something dangerous happens. This is the part almost nobody talks about honestly. The pain of losing twice in a row doesn't make you more cautious. For a lot of traders, including me, it makes you more aggressive. Because now it's not just about the money, it's about pride. It's about proving to yourself that you're not the kind of trader who blows up, which of course is exactly the mindset that blows accounts up. Trade 3, even bigger. No stop-loss discipline left. I moved my stop because it just needs a little more room. Trade 4, I stopped even pretending to follow my rules. I was just clicking buttons, chasing candles, trying to will the market into paying me back for what it had taken from me. 11 minutes, 4 trades, $4,000. And the worst part wasn't the money. The worst part was sitting there afterward, completely hollowed out, thinking, I know better than this. I teach other people not to do this. Why can't I stop? That question, why can't I stop, is the real subject of this video. Part 2. What revenge trading actually is. Before I tell you how I fixed it, I need you to understand what revenge trading actually is, because most traders misdiagnose it, and if you misdiagnose a problem, you'll spend years treating the wrong thing. Revenge trading is not a strategy problem. It's not a "you need a better indicator" problem. It's not even really a discipline problem, not at its root. Revenge trading is what happens when a financial loss gets processed by your brain as a threat to your identity. Here's what I mean. When you lose money on a trade, there are actually 2 losses happening at the same time. The first loss is financial. You're down some dollars. That loss, by itself, is completely survivable. Professional traders lose money constantly. It's priced into the whole business of trading. The second loss is psychological. a hit to your sense of competence, control, and identity. This is the loss that actually drives revenge trading. Somewhere in your mind, a losing trade doesn't just mean I lost money, it means I was wrong, I'm not good at this, or even I'm not in control of my own life right now. And human beings will do almost anything to escape that second feeling. Not the money, the feeling. Revenge trading isn't really an attempt to make money back, it's an attempt to make the discomfort go away, right now, immediately, at any cost. It's an emotional regulation strategy disguised as a trading decision. That's why just be disciplined never works as advice. You can't out-discipline a nervous system that's in threat response mode. Telling someone in the middle of a revenge trading spiral to just follow the rules is like telling someone in the middle of a panic attack to just relax. Technically true, practically useless. This is also why revenge trading has such a specific, recognizable pattern across almost every trader who's ever experienced it. Increasing position size after a loss, not decreasing it. Abandoning your stop loss or moving it further away. Entering trades with no real setup, just an urge to do something. A narrowing of focus. You stop seeing the whole market and start seeing only the number you're trying to get back. A strange sense of time distortion, where 15 minutes can feel like both an eternity and no time at all. And afterward, a wave of shame that often gets pushed down instead of examined, which ironically sets up the next episode. If any of that sounds familiar, I want you to know something important. This doesn't mean you're undisciplined or weak-willed. It means you have a normal human nervous system that hasn't yet been given a better way to handle the moment right after a loss. That's fixable. I'm proof of that. Part 3. Why willpower doesn't work. For almost 2 years, my strategy for stopping revenge trading was pure willpower. Every time I felt that hot, urgent feeling after a loss, I would just try harder to resist it. It failed almost every single time. And I want to explain why, because understanding this saved me more than any single technique did. Willpower is a limited resource, and it's especially limited in exactly the state that revenge trading happens in. When you're activated, heart rate up, thoughts racing, adrenaline in your system, the part of your brain responsible for long-term thinking, patience, and rule following becomes measurably less influential. Meanwhile, the part of your brain responsible for immediate reactions gets louder. This isn't a character flaw, it's basic human physiology. Asking yourself to use pure willpower to resist revenge trading in that state is asking your brain to do its hardest job at the exact moment it's least equipped to do it. So relying on willpower alone means you're gambling that on any given day, in any given emotional state, you'll somehow have enough discipline in reserve to override a threat response. Some days you will. Most days, eventually, you won't. And it only takes one bad day to undo months of good trading. I needed something that didn't depend on how strong I felt in the moment. I needed a system that worked especially well on my worst days, because those are the only days that actually matter for this problem. Part 4. The turning point. The turning point for me wasn't a trading realization. It was outside of trading entirely. I was talking to a friend who works in emergency medicine, and I was venting about this cycle. Lose a trade, lose control, lose more money, feel awful, repeat. And he said something that stuck with me. In emergency medicine, we don't trust anyone's judgment in the middle of a crisis, including our own. That's exactly why we have protocols. The protocol makes the decision when your brain isn't in a state to make it well. So I reframed everything for me. I had been trying to solve an emotional regulation problem with more analysis, more chart study, more strategy tweaks. But the moment right after a loss isn't a strategy problem, it's a crisis management problem. And crisis management doesn't rely on willpower or in-the-moment judgment. It relies on pre-built protocols that remove decision-making from the very moment you're least equipped to make decisions. So I stopped trying to become a person who could resist the urge to revenge trade through sheer strength of character. Instead, I built a system that made the decision for me in advance, before the emotional state ever showed up. Part 5. The system that actually worked. Here is exactly what I built. 4 parts. None of them are complicated. All of them require doing the work before you're in the emotional moment, not during it. 1. The hard stop rule. I created one rule that overrides every other rule. After 2 consecutive losing trades or after 1 loss above a certain size, trading is over for the day. Not reduce size, not trade more carefully, over. Platform closed. The key detail is that this rule is not a suggestion I make to myself in the moment. It's a mechanical trigger I set up in advance, back when I was calm and thinking clearly. A rule decided by calm me, not activated me. Some traders build this literally into their platform with a daily loss limit that locks them out. I did something similar with a simple checklist and an honesty pact with myself, and later added a soft technical lockout too. This single rule alone would have prevented that 11-minute $4,000 spiral, not because I suddenly had more discipline, but because the decision had already been made before the emotional state ever existed. 2. The physical circuit breaker. The moment I feel that hot sensation after a loss, warm face, racing thoughts, urgency, I do not touch the platform. Instead, I physically stand up and leave the room for a minimum of 10 minutes. This sounds almost too simple to matter, but the point isn't the 10 minutes themselves. It's breaking the physical continuity between the loss and the next click. Revenge trading thrives on momentum. It happens in one unbroken motion from loss to re-entry. Interrupting that motion, even just by standing up and walking to another room, is often enough to let the nervous system come down out of threat mode. I don't decide whether to trade again during that break, I just leave. The rule is about the action, not about whether I feel like following it. 3. The written reset. When I come back, I don't go straight to the charts. I write down 3 things, every time, no exceptions. What actually happened in the last trade in neutral, factual language? Not the market screwed me, but price hit my stop at the level it was designed to hit. What I'm currently feeling, named plainly, frustrated, embarrassed, urgent, whatever it is, and whether the next trade I'm considering is based on my actual strategy or based on wanting the feeling of the loss to go away. That third question is the one that changed my trading the most. Just writing it down in plain words made it almost impossible to lie to myself about what I was actually about to do. Revenge trading survives on being unexamined. The moment you name them accurately in writing, most of them lose their power completely. 4. Redefining what winning the day means. This is the deepest shift, and it's more of a mindset shift than a rule, but it mattered more than the other 3 combined. For most of my trading life, I measured a good day by whether I made money, which meant every losing day felt like a small failure I needed to correct immediately. I changed the definition. A good trading day for me now is a day where I followed my rules, regardless of the outcome. A day where I take a loss exactly the way my plan said I should, and then stop when my plan said to stop, is a successful day, even if the account is down. A day where I break my own rules to chase a loss is a failed day, even if I happen to get lucky and make the money back. This might sound like a small semantic shift, but it rewires the entire incentive structure in your head. If winning means following the process, then revenge trading, which is by definition abandoning the process, can never count as a win, even in the rare case where it happens to be profitable. That single reframe removed a huge amount of the temptation because it removed the reward I was unconsciously chasing. Part 6. What changed? I won't pretend this system made me a perfect trader overnight, or that I never felt the urge again. The urge still shows up sometimes. It's a human reaction, and I don't think it fully disappears for anyone. What changed is what happens in the 60 seconds after that urge appears. Before, that 60 seconds decided my entire month. Now, that 60 seconds is just a moment I recognize, name, and move through using a system I trust, because I built it when I was thinking clearly, not when I was activated. My account stopped having those catastrophic red days that would erase weeks of careful, disciplined gains in the matter of minutes. Not because my win rate suddenly improved, but because I stopped handing my worst decisions the power to override my best ones. And honestly, the emotional relief mattered as much as the financial results. I stopped dreading my own reactions. I stopped feeling like there were two traders living in my head, one careful and rational, one impulsive and dangerous, fighting for control every time a trade went wrong. There's just one trader now, with a system that protects him from his worst moments, instead of hoping he'll be strong enough to resist them. Closing. If there's one thing I want you to take from this video, it's this. You don't beat revenge trading by becoming a stronger, more disciplined version of yourself in the heat of the moment. You beat it by building a system in advance that makes the right decision automatic, so your worst moments never get the chance to make the call. The loss that started this whole story wasn't the problem. It was a completely normal trading loss. The problem was what I let it turn into in the 60 seconds right after. Build your rules on a calm day. Trust them on a bad one. That's really the whole secret.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.